morning, everybody. It's a choice. Oh, everybody, it's Monday morning. Gotta get that. We gotta get that old flex up off of us. You know what I'm saying? Breathe in that good old air. That spiritual presence, letting us know they in the building. Yeah. That's the thing. That yawn is everything. Grand rising, everybody. Grand rising. Rico the Brat, what's going on? Denise Harper, I see you. Hello. Uh, Waiting on the 2 minute mark. Y'all know how I do. Good morning, Cat. Hello. All right, everybody. You know how I do. It's Monday morning, and I gotta hold myself accountable. I said I was gonna be doing this, and I I would be fibbing to you guys if I told you guys that this is easy for me. I would be fibbing to you guys, but since I've started honoring my ancestors and a lot more, and calling out their name, feeding them, because everybody did the 30-day ancestor challenge, I hope. But if not, we can start doing it August. And this time, the one I do in August, I'm going to document it every day, just a 2-3 minute little clip video. I'll start posting that on my Instagrams and, on the YouTube a little bit, so those who don't have Instagram or social media can see it. But I'm glad this month was a test month because I'm freshly getting into honoring my ancestors. And let me tell you, things with the ancestors have been quite chaotic. Uh, I went in there and I'll share this. We're gonna get into the prayer, but I like to be transparent with you guys because my experience can give answers to your questions when it comes to your experience. So I have my mom altar here, and since didn't have such a great relationship with her, so I separated her from the other ancestor because I'm working directly with her to mend that gap, to mend that hatred or whatever we had between us, whatever she saw fit to see in me, and the ill will I harbored towards. I ain't gonna say ill will, the ill intent that she harbored toward me or that I harbored towards her in some form or fashion. I'm working with her a one-on-one, talking to her one-on-one. But the rest of my ancestors, I just got them on their personal altar with the names and everything and the candles lit. So that's something I was led to do. Uh, I guess after this 30-day, when August hit, I'll sit down and do a video, tell you guys how that turned out, and if that's something I feel should be done, where you just deal with one toxic ancestor and work to mend that particular ancestor. I'll let you guys know how that experience went with me. Uh, but the thing is, uh, last night I went up there and I prepped it. Excuse me for yawning. Keep in mind, I am not tired. I am not tired. That's just me feeling the spirit. That's how my spirit works. They can't take over my body, so they draw my energy to tell me things or whatever. So Yeah, so as I'm out there and I'm setting up the altar, to feed them Mondays and everything like that, I walk away. I'm gonna say I walk away and I just sit down and I relax and I make me some tea and I'm sipping the tea, and all of a sudden the picture falls. Now this is very important. I want you guys to listen. Look at this. The picture falls off the table. Boom, boom, boom. As the picture fall, I jump up. The hell? It's the Baron's house. Shit happened here. I go over there to the altar and I look down, and lo and behold, get this, and I cannot make this up. I snapped the picture with my phone. I look down there and I see a picture of me on my ancestor altar and a picture of my mom on the floor side by side by each other. Now, everybody know the golden rule. You never put yourself on any ancestor altar. My question is, how did my picture get next to my mom's ancestor altar, people? Again, I've been working to heal that rift between my mom, the things that I wasn't able to say to her in life, or that she wasn't able to confer to me in life due to whatever grievances, ill will, whatever. Uh, as you guys know, that troubled thing with my mom, the last word she said to me before she had a stroke and went into the nursing home due to brain cancer was, "Mama," and I quote her. She said, "Mama never told you I love you, but I want you to know I love you." That's how it was. And if I'm thinking she was 32, 30, I mean, I was 32, 33, around by that time, around by that age. And then June, I took her out the subway and she liked comic books. And we went to in Millennia, I'm not gonna cry. She went to I took her to the comic book Coliseum because we both like comic books and stuff. That was one of the things we like, cartoons and comic books. And she loves Optimus Prime. And they had just released a new Transformer deal, and I would always, I called my sister Kanetta Big Bot, and that was a nickname. And then I would always like Optimus Prime to my mom, say something like this, just to get a reaction out of her. And say I used to say the little quotes that Optimus Prime used to say, even though me and my mom had a strained relationship. Well, I took her out to eat. It was in June. I don't know the date, probably June 14th. And we went and had a sub together. And then the comic book Coliseum was next door to the subway. So we went over there to the subway and got a sub. I mean, I was looking at the Green Lantern, the 52 series of DC just came out, and I'm a huge Green Lantern fan. And I went over there to, I'm gonna cry, y'all, so y'all got to deal with it. Uh, I went over there to get the new Green Lantern comic book that came out because I collect stuff like that. Anything Green Lantern, that's my guy, Willpower. And the guy, the store owner, Ty, he like, "Hey, man, your book came in. We got it here." I say, "I need two of them. I need one I'm gonna read and one I'm gonna seal and wrap up." Y'all get this shit here. And so when he gave it to me, because I had purchased my mom her Optimus Prime Transformer book, and I was gonna make that my thing. Like every month when a new issue come out, get her a Transformer featuring Optimus Prime book. That was one of the things I was gonna connect with my mom, try to build something. And after Ty gave me the books, and I said, I gave my mom the book that was wrapped up and everything. And I said, Mom, look, it came. And she was like, yeah. She like, all right, there go my baby boy. You know, we was trying to heal. And I turned around to go and pay. No, I prepaid. I turned around to just go, and I don't know, did I walk away? Did I go, was I going to shake Ty? Yeah, I turned around to go shake Ty's hand. And I just see Ty's face get really big, and his eyes like, and he points. He said, "Bro, your mom." So I turned around real quick, and I seen my mom losing her balance, and she was falling, people. And the only thing I could think about, my mom is gonna hit her head on the edge of that rack and bleed out. So I rush over there, and I drop my book, dropped everything in my hand, the sub, and I rush over there and I drop down to the ground and I take my hand and I grab her the side of her head as she's falling, and her hand hit my head and we all fell over together, and I made sure. That's what healing. This is what healing is when you healing yourself with the ancestor. This is real healing, y'all. And I thank you for listening to me. So, so we all fell over together because I didn't want to just stop it and probably snap her neck. I had so much things running through my head, so we fell over, and I fell on the ground, and I made sure the back of my hand hit the edge of the rack, the point part, and that would have been her brain, y'all. So, as she was there, I'm like, "Mama, you okay?" And she just started losing the speech. Her speech started slurring, and she said, without any regard to her own safety, she said, with her speech slurred, "I didn't let your comic book." She said, "I didn't let your comic book hit the ground." This coming from a woman who I thought never cared about me. Maybe because she didn't know how to show love to her son, because you know how it goes. She never showed love to her, to nobody ever showed real love to them. You know how the black family curse thing. And so yeah, I'm trying to save her from hitting her head and splitting her head open. And only thing she could think about is her baby boy's comic book that I collect, because everybody know I'm a huge Green Lantern fanatic. And and with the slurred speech, she said, "I didn't let your comic book fall." After that, people, she went into the hospital. Her speech and her motor skills, everything deteriorated. And for a year and a half, she never said another word. So I've been dealing with that for a long time. And that's why I felt it was so needed to separate that ancestor, which was my mom, from the rest, so I could learn how to heal that rift that we had. Because on her way out of this world transitioning, she had enough love for her baby boy to care for something I cared for. So, people, these ancestors' prayers, honoring thy mother and thy father, even if they treat you like crap, man, they got some love. And I mean, this is very important, y'all. So, if you have that rift with your parents, people, whether they abuse you or not, get your ass together, man. Just know that it ain't them. It's just that they didn't know how to show you the love that, or they didn't understand. So now back to the picture. Now I would never put my picture on any ancestor altar with any of them. But when I saw the two pictures fall on the ground, it was two pictures of my mother and one of myself, and they had the picture of me, like it just fell on the ground, and I'm like, where did that picture come from? Because they was out of frame. All these pictures of out of frames, they were just laying up there in front of the candle, in front of the stack, and that let me know that my prayers are working. Felt good to get that out. That let me know that my prayers are working, y'all, and that my mom is hearing me. I know, Tamiko. I know the situation. I'm asking a lot. I know. I know the story. I'm asking a lot with you and your dad, but darling, we gotta forgive him somehow. We gotta forgive him, and we gotta reunite with him, because at the end, they all we got, y'all. They the ones that's gonna fight for us. So even at this moment, I haven't picked those pictures up. They still on the floor right next to my mom's ancestor altar, and to be quite honest, I don't want to move them. I don't want to separate the spiritual connection I feel that situation is. I want to leave them there on the floor right in front of her altar. I'm a everybody who know me, I'm a real neat freak. Love to keep a clean house, so that's gonna annoy the hell out of me to see them things out of place. But I think I'm gonna leave them there for a while on the floor just like that. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna talk to you guys today about. Before we get into this prayer, uh, kind of working with your toxic ancestors. I know people don't want to do that, or they feel like they should just leave them people alone. But we have to forgive that bloodline some form of fashion, and we have to pray for them too. Uh, Maybe they didn't get a chance to repent their sins, or maybe they didn't get a chance to learn their lessons. But we need to ask source, spirit, whatever you call it, to be lenient with them as they transition into the next life, to remove some of that karma from them, remove some of the pain and suffering from them, and just to assist them. Nobody's praying for them anymore. They just say, oh, they was rotten pieces of crap, so let's just let the universe take care of them. But it shows that you're the bigger spiritualist if you sit up there and you pray for them. selflessness. I told you I cursed mine. I know, and you shouldn't, Tamika. Uh, so everybody, so that's what this prayer is going to be about. We're going to cover everything, the war and suffering nations that we're attached to. You know me. We're gonna pray for other countries, and we're gonna send my ancestors over there, and I pray that the ancestors come and assist us. Um, but this prayer is gonna be about toxic ancestors. So, without further ado, oh dear Heavenly Father, whose name we are not worthy to call, but who grace and mercy we humbly accept. I ask that you grant us an audience with the source divine wisdom of all. I ask that you grant us an audience with our ancestors, past, known and unknown. Allow them to hear our cries, hear our pleas, hear our joys. Allow them to assist us in our daily activities, our ongoings. I ask that you come in and touch the hearts of everybody who has a little jaded issue with their past relatives, with the past people in their bloodline that did atrocious things to them, that did atrocious things to everyday people. Grant us an audience with these people. Let them hear our voices. Let us hear theirs. As we go into this prayer, Great Spirit, Source, Divine, heed our plea. Rally to our cause, because this is healing we're after, not retribution, not damnation, not blaming. This is healing we're after. To all of our ancestors who have wronged us, did us bad, betrayed our trust, faith, and hope, slaughtered the innocents, robbed from the poor, hell, robbed from the rich. To all of our ancestors who we consider toxic in one form or another, throughout all the abuse, the molestation, and all of that stuff, to all those ancestors out there, I talk to you and I call you and I say, I am working to forgive you. I will put a hard ditch effort in to forgive you. We will try. We will try to forgive you for the pain and suffering you caused in our life, the mental trauma, the emotional trauma, the physical trauma. We will try. We will do our best to see you through. I ask that you accept this and allow us to work with you to heal. We give you a chance to come back and do something right, to make amends. We give you that 5-second rule to release some of your karma, that you may have peace in the afterlife, that you may have peace, that your direct descendants, kids, and generations may be able to hear your voice and feel your warm touch, that you get released from your chains. We accept all apologies. We accept all contributions of reward that you would like to give us on a positive level to help make up for the wrong deeds you've done to this bloodline. I ask that the universe, God, Source, forgives you for any and all of your transgressions to the best of their ability. I ask that you accept our prayers as tokens of forgiveness. We are trying. We are trying. You have hurt us more so than you can ever know. You have traumatized us more so than you can ever believe or imagine. And right now, we just want you to make amends for your transgressions We understand times, situation, circumstances. We understand. But this is a time with the world being the way it is, the chaos ensuing all over this planet, for you to make a dent in the cause of the lives of your direct descendants, your bloodline. Trickle that energy up and manifest great things for them. Let them know this is you doing this as a retribution, making amends for the toxic energy you allowed to pool in our genes, in our blood, in our minds, permeate on the shoulders and backs of our children. Come through, make amends, assist us in this time of need, ally with the ancestors that's doing well, ally with the ancestors that's doing their job, allies with the ancestors that want to see this bloodline continue and be strong and grow and prosper. And if those ancestors don't want to work with you, how about you do work in the eyes of the Almighty God, Source, Father, whatever you want to call him? Well, you know better than me at this point. I employ your services to go over there to these other countries, to Haiti, to Cuba, to Africa. Assist the families of those presidents who was assassinated. Assist the people in Cuba who are hurting, starving, being slaughtered. Assist the Native Americans who have been displaced. Work your energy, work your abundance, work your power on the spiritual side and assist us in taking this world back and calming and restoring balance. Use your divine life gained skills of treachery, deceit, pain, hurtful, madness to do the right thing for once. Oh, toxic ancestors, we are trying and we're opening the door for you to do work in our lives on a good and positive nature. To do work in the lives of those who we care about, those who we feel need this. And if you can't work with the ancestors because they turn their back on you over what you did, do work in the name of that bloodline, of your bloodline, and assist other cultures and other people in a positive way. Source always give you a way out of your BS. There's always a way to supersede your karmic points. You just got to be willing to do it. That's right. Thank you, toxic ancestors. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for recognizing us, the collective. And I thank those who choose to go and assist on a global scale of rectifying all the wrong. I thank you. I thank you guys for taking the opportunity to consider, even if you don't. But we try. We trying to see where you're coming from. We trying. We trying to heal. But we're gonna need your assistance. To our ancestors who already do the things they need to do for us. Oh, great ancestors whose positive light and joy you bring, whose mind and heart you honor and cherish, who who love and faith and guidance you give. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for allowing us an audience with you, and I want you to know that we honor you, we respect you, and we love you. And we know you love, honor, and respect and care for us as well. I ask that you continue to increase our abundance, continue to protect us from hurt, harm, and danger, continue to wave off the life threatening illnesses that plagues us. Continue to give us everlasting life, joy, hope, and faith. Remove any virus out there that's inflicting upon the sick, those of us that are sick. Remove it. And if that's beyond your power of control, download the natural herbs and medicines that we may be able to go out there and pick from the garden and heal ourselves. For those of us seeking employment in this hard world, ancestors, if you got a skill that fit one of us at this point in time, download your services and your skills. Give us the mechanical knowledge and genius that we may be able to become more employable, more intellectual, to be a better version of ourselves for the future generations to come. And you can look forward and smile and say, I had something to do with that. Ancestor, the things we're asking is not hard. It's not beyond your power. If we can sit up there and give you offerings, if we can sit up there and light a candle, if we can sit up there and pray for you, we could pray for your soul, your salvation, your strength and your courage and your joy and your peace of mind in the afterlife. You can assist us with elevating ourselves, our culture, our nation, our offspring to a higher level than we have ever been. This is your opportunity while the veil is so thin. This is your opportunity to come through, to show up and show out for your offsprings, for your lineage. This is your time to shine in our lives. To all the ancestors that we don't know, whose names and energies have been lost to time and dispersed over the eon and the galaxies, multiple generations. I want to thank you for playing a part in our adaptation and evolution, for playing a part in our understanding of the mystical world, herbs, botany, getting us closer each step, whether you lived a day or whether you lived 1,000. I want to thank you for being a part of my lineage. Even though we may not know your name, I want to still thank you for your service. Continue to strengthen us. Continue to support us. Continue to download knowledge that you have into our minds that we may be better representatives of you, a better representation of what there is to come. And for our immediate ancestors, the one who's just passed recently, I ask that you bear with us and we'll bear with you while you get your strength, while you gain your feet, your spiritual wings. We will honor you, respect you, call out your name. We will cherish you as you grow stronger so that you may be able to thunder back and help us towards the future. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. Everybody, I want to pray. I just, again, our world is in crisis. We know everything is going up in smoke, catawampus, and everything like that. But we gotta pray for Cuba. We gotta pray for Haiti. We gotta pray for Africa. We gotta pray for the American Indians. We have to pray. We have to pray for all humanity that we survive this because we're not gonna be able to physically, collectively destroy that which is bothering us. But on a spiritual note, we are 10 times more powerful and uncontrollable. You have missing Native Americans, man. These people was decimated and now they're coming up missing. You have presidents, no matter what country, being taken out. This is unheard of, unprecedented. You have mass graves around the world. There's people wish to do us harm. We got to put past our petty differences, people. Who has the better magical spell? Who has the better genes? Who has the better car? Who has the most money? Who blood is so pure? We got to put past that shit. Got to look past color. We got to look past race, ethnicity, cultural. We got to look past it, man. And we got to come together as a collective. And we got to stop this. We got to stop these invading negative energies. We got to work with the positive extraterrestrials that want to come down. And we need our ancestors who know if they good or bad, so we can't be tricked. That's how I would employ my slick ass uncles and shiesty aunties. Go up there and have a energy conversation with those extraterrestrials. Report back down to us that, oh, they just with the bullshit. They coming here to trick us and deceive us, and then they gonna take over. Or these particular ones is worth your time and talking to when they do show up, because they're gonna show up very soon. During my lifetime, I believe. And I'm gonna believe my ancestors over my eyes. I'm gonna believe my intuition over my pain. Family, if I'm not making any sense and this prayer seems to be a waste of your time, I totally get it. But this is my prayer. This is my prayer for me and mine. This is my prayer for you and yours. We have to get over the bull of who is superior. We ain't gonna dismiss the pain. We ain't gonna dismiss the trauma. We can't forgive and forget. But when the enemy is 10 times bigger than what you and I can perceive, yeah, we're going to need that spiritual world to take over. We're going to need a God, a version of it. We're going to need our ancestors to come back and say, hey, guide my hand. That building is toxic. Don't go in that building. That building going to do you wrong. Don't talk to that person. Because the ancestors of that person just told me that person is out to hurt you and harm you. Y'all see how this working? Again, I'm not the all-seeing Agamotto. I don't have a lock on spirituality. My version is not the strongest, the best, but I know what I was taught. And I know who I pray to and I give praise to for my intelligence and my knowledge that allow me to share that with you guys so you guys can be protected and make yourself just as strong, if not stronger, than those who came before you. This reminds me of a couple readings that I've done where I think it's about 4 to 5 readings I've done where Spirit has said that the offspring of those who I read, these people never thought they would make a baby, never thought they would have one. And Spirit said, you're going to have a baby. And that baby is going to change the world. That's no coincidence. That's your ancestors working behind the scenes to endow that baby with the knowledge and understanding the workings of this world to make this world a better place for all and to boost themselves in the eyes of Source as a job well done. Family, it's time to stop all this separatism, being all separate. Time to stop. From the Yorubas to the Christians, and I still got an issue with that, and that's just in my heart. I'm working on it. I'm human. To the Eurasians, to the Hindus, to the Muslims, the Islams, all that other stuff. If we can have one voice and not recognize who God is more powerful, who God is the best and the pure, and we come together as a unified collective, man, we can change everything. We can clear up pollution. We can restore the trees. We can, hell, dare I say, bring back the dead. We can instantaneously heal ourselves. You get a crowd of, imagine y'all, you get a crowd of 10,000 people, and they all got their hands pointed at a single person in the center of them. And all of their intent is pure and glorious and wishing that person well and good health. And they just praying and they just praying and they just pumping that energy in them. Hours and hours. Everyone is praying for the healing of the organs, the healing of the blood, the healing of the mind, the healing of the sinuses, the healing of the limbs. And they just putting that intent, that in spiritual intent, and they bring that spiritual pressure. Woo! I would love to stand in that circle. You would love to stand in that circle. But we can't seem to come together like that. Maybe I live in a fantasy land. But that would be joy to me. To see everybody doing what they need to do to make each other lives better. Hell with the dollar. Hell with industry. That's what I asked my ancestors for. And I asked them to go across the waters and assist other people's ancestors to help them. We all part of one race, the human race, and we all got to survive and love each other and live, and everything is a symbiotic process. And I think once the elitists and the masses understand that, y'all, we can be super, we can be great, we can change things. It just hurts me that we are so divided on something as spirituality, not religion. And I'll be honest, every time I get something in my comment section of a someone who feel their teachings is superior to someone else's understanding. Get this now, their teachings are superior to someone else's understanding. And they say they're wrong, it's messy, it's not the right way, but it's working for that person to the best of their understanding. That person is a great person. That person is providing for their family. That person is sustaining their livelihoods, doing it the way they was taught or the way of their understanding. And when people come in other people's DMs and hurt their feeling and comments and, oh, you're doing it wrong because that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. It should never come out of anybody's mouth. There's always a way to get to a destination. Not everybody got to take the same road. Not everybody got to go by the same port of transportation. But getting to that point of enlightenment, that point of intent, that point of prosperity, focus, and abundance, it should be the way that they understand how to get there. Yeah, that's just me bitching and griping right there, y'all. That's me throwing shots too, because I'm sick of it. I remember when the whole community came after us when they thought we was placating and faking and saying stuff, and they was putting words in our mouth, and they had over 2,000 people saying horrible things to myself and Black Witch, and it wrecked the mind of us, and it put us in a bad spot that we didn't want to continue, because we just let's just go back in private and do this. We know what we're doing, but so we won't get this negative intent. And various people like keep going, don't stop. It's a service. It's your understanding. And my understanding of what I know has helped a lot of people understand what they know. Same thing, the understanding that Black Witch has helped people understand what they knew or their intention. Same thing with other storytellers on YouTube. Same thing with other tarot readers on YouTube. Same thing with other spiritual people on YouTube. You listen to them, their understanding of their experience helps us. It helps me when I talk to my callers off panel, and they telling me how they grew up, how they feel about this, how that. I take all that knowledge and warmth in, and I embrace it. And that's the collective. Maybe I'm adding an element to a spell that shouldn't be in there, that negates it, because information been lost over time, but that person has the right spell and the right ingredient, and it makes sense to make it more potent, stronger, better. Yeah, I'm gonna take that element out and add their element in. So now we all got knowledge of it, and now we're working towards the same energy goal. That person's intent is in my spell work. My intent is in their spell work. That protection spell ritual I gave you guys last night, that has my intent in it. That has my intent for your safety, for our safety, the safety of the world in it. Use it. That's what it's about. It makes me feel good, y'all, that I know I'm not getting up here talking about a purple banana or a blue plant. I'm literally sharing knowledge and wisdom and asking for you all's knowledge and wisdom to be thrown back at me so that I may catch it. Subliminal messages, love, light, peace, harmony, understanding, education, intelligence, spiritual strengthening, spiritual satisfaction, joy, peace, brotherly love, sisterly love, camaraderie. All of it, man. All of it. This is what I ask for. This is what I'm asking my prayers for. This is in my prayers every night, every morning, every time I meditate. This is what I do. Everybody needs to have paradise on earth and in heaven. We need to experience it now. We don't need to wait till we expire to experience the joys of this. My body can't feel the nice silk leather sleeper on me. I can't feel my spiritual man won't be able to feel this cool AC breeze on me to know how I feel to splash in a lake or a nice cool pool, to know what a nice sauteed steak, mushrooms on top tastes like. Hell, just to my spirit man won't understand how to drink a soda, a nice cold orange Fanta. That's my favorite soda, y'all. Orange Fanta. My spirit man won't be able to taste that. We won't have any senses up there. We'll just have a knowing. So we need paradise here on earth. And we need to bring paradise to each other as much as possible. Say hey to somebody. Tell somebody they look good. Tell somebody they working them shoes. Man, that hat look good on you. Sister, that blouse working it. That color, that makeup. Passing by. You took your time getting your shit together today and it's showing. Step on them. Say some encouraging words to somebody. You see a brother pull up with a nice clean car. Man, that whip nice. That bitch clean, boy. Make him feel good. You see a woman working on her body at the gym and she busting her ass, getting it in shape. Keep on going. We got you. You gonna get there. You already looking good. Say stuff to us like that. That little remark changes everything. That's that invigoration, that energy, saying I'm valued, I'm validated, I'm worth it. Somebody sees it. I need to keep on going. Tell the spiritualists out there, I love what you do. You have a great heart, you have a great soul. I love your tarot readings. I love your spell work. Share it. Share the experience. Tag that person. This is how we do it now with social media. Share it and tag that person. Let them know that they made a difference in your lives. I mean, I'm not asking something major here, people. I'm just telling you guys how to be human, how to support each other on a human level. Not everything got to be so snappy, nasty, and grateful hearted. Not everything got to be a magical spell to fuck somebody's life up. Not everything got to be so bitter and stuff. Uh, I discovered a word this year called the simp. I thought they were talking about the Sims games. I had to get it explained. A man can't compliment a woman or treat a woman decent nowadays without them being what they calling a simp. You know, it's baffling to me. You know, a woman can't go after a man without her being called out of her name, a whore or something, or thirsty women, or I mean, come on now, humanity, we better than this. I can't send you a prayer because my God don't resonate with your God. You can't pray for me because it's against your religion, your rules, your God said to uplift me because I'm a heathen. You hear how idiotic that sound? I pray for you and your God. I pray for your joy and your soul. I pray for your success and your riches. I pray that you get every damn thing you ever desired, from your ass lift to your six-pack abs. Y'all pray that I get some abs, y'all. I ain't had them things in a long time. I be trying. So, everybody, would y'all want to pray for the Baron? Y'all pray that I get me some more abs. I want them abs back, man. I want to be able to flex up and... Y'all know me. I gotta make it light. Once it get too spiritual and shit, I gotta throw in a little charm and make it light on us, cause dealing with the ancestors and the spirit, it can take a heavy toll. But yeah, everybody, wish everybody well. If you don't do one thing, you send a text message or you go on their social media and just be like, I wish you well. I wish you everything you want in life. Just say it. I wish you see somebody working to lose weight. I pray that you get to your goal because I know you're gonna look so good once you do. I pray that you land that job. I pray that your business take off. I pray I pray that you get that car you want. I pray that you get that house you want, because I know you're going to look good in it and it's going to make you happy. I pray that you find peace on earth. I pray that you get well. I respect you. I cherish you, and you are human. Stay safe and stay out of trouble. I pray you make it home to your family every day. I pray that you avoid any obstacles in your life. I pray that you don't shed a tear out of pain and sorrow. We got to start saying that to us. We got to start calling each other out and holding each other responsible for each other, ourselves. And again, y'all know what I pray for. Y'all can send a prayer over here for that. I pray for some abs. Shit. Oh, pray not pray. I get that. I get that, Tamiko. All right, y'all. I'm finna get out of here. I done kept you for an hour. We done laughed, we done cried, and we done enjoyed ourselves, and we done got some marching orders. Shared a great story with you guys, and thank you guys for listening and not judging. Don't see that. Here you go with them oranges. Here you go with them oranges, Tamiko. You know how I feel. Don't get me started about them damn oranges. It's a conspiracy, man. They ain't got no oranges in California. They ain't got no oranges in Florida. Hell, China ain't even got an orange. But they got a black apple. They got a blue banana. And they got a watermelon that look like a cube. Rebel Real. All right, everybody. I'm finna get off this thing. I got a lot of work to do. A lot of personal stuff to take care of. Yeah, that should be illegal. So, all right, everybody. I'm going to end this thing telling you guys peace, love, and blessings always. But as you know, my saying, which is patented, thank you. The boy used his brain and got it all patented. That is my logo. That is my thing. And I will be putting it on my shirts lately, soon. So I'm just going to say it. Y'all can say it with me. All right, everybody. I'm the Baron. How did it go? How can I say it sexy? How can I say it cool? I'll say it in a deep voice. Y'all ready? All right, everybody. I'm the Baron, telling you all to trust the you and universe. Because at the end of the day, you all you got. Take care. God bless. Much love.